Alrighty, guys. So my name is Kate with Scott Leroy Marketing. Today we're going to be covering new agent orientation. And with that, we're going to cover your Keller Cloud setup, complete email. We're going to jump into this SLM website a little bit, as well as Command just a tiny bit and touch just a couple of things in there. If you have any questions as we're going through the class, feel free to drop those in the chat. I will keep an eye on the chat as well as allow time at the end of class for any questions that may come up. So we'll get started. Thank you. I bumped mute. Just showing you guys where you can find today's class after the fact in the event you need to come back and rewatch it or slow it down and go to something specific. I'm also going to drop in the chat our support email. If you have any questions, if you're encountering any issues, or just have questions on where to find specific training, you can always reach out to our support email. It's support@scottleroymarketing.com, and we can help you with whatever you have going on. So this is our YouTube channel where you can find all of those videos. I recommend subscribing so you don't miss any of the tip videos. We do put out tip videos that go over new features and functions within Command, as well as frequently asked questions that our support team gets. So that is a great place to stay up to date with new features. First thing we're going to take a look at today, guys, is the Keller Cloud Setup Complete email. So hopefully you've received this already. If you haven't, not a big deal. But we're going to go through this email and what is included with that. So when you've completed your Market Center invitation and you have completed your Scott Leroy questionnaire, you should then get an email that looks similar to this. It will say something along the lines that Keller Cloud Setup Complete. It will have your name. It will then have your Market Center number. So this is a great way to search for that if you're not sure if you received it, but it should be identical to this. Now moving down, you'll see there's a quick little video just saying welcome to Keller Williams. If we come down just a little bit more, you'll see that we have the welcome aboard to Keller Williams. Please click here to access all of your new information. It's going to have your Market Center number again. We're excited to have set up all of your KW technology and cannot wait to help you further with your journey. If you need any additional help, reach out to us at any time. I'm going to come down so we can take a look at these here. So when you get this email, you should also see that you have a few attachments with it. So as you can see down here, we have 3. You should have one that looks very similar to this. It should say, I just joined forces with Keller Williams. It may have your Market Center specific logo. If you don't have a photo, there won't be one over here on the left, but if you have a photo and would like that updated, you can email our support email and we can add that photo to your just joined graphic. You'll also notice you're going to have your personal information over here on the right-hand corner. So name, email, phone number, website. If any of these are not the preferred emails, phone numbers you would like, you can always reply to the email and we can get those updated as well as your profiles. Now you should also have 2 QR codes. One of those is going to be for your KW branded app. And the other is going to be for your KW branded website. Those will allow you to share them. You can send them to people. You can attach them to different marketing. They will redirect people who scan them to either your branded app or your branded website. That will allow you to know when someone is registering on your account. It will allow you to see what activities they're doing within your app and your website. So are they looking at specific properties, things like that? It will notify you of those. Now moving to our next thing, we're going to go ahead and hit this click here in the email. And you want to note that you're going to need this Market Center number. So that is going to generally be your password for Scott Leroy items. So we're going to go ahead and put 123 and submit. And we will then be brought into our setup. So this has all of our logins, usernames, passwords, everything like that. The first thing I want to take a look at is this section up at the very top that has a space for a KWU name as well as a 16-digit code. We get a lot of questions on these specifically. These are for internal purposes for us when we are setting up your accounts. So you will not need those to access or log into any of this. And they won't provide any additional access to anything with KW. So you can just ignore those. Now moving down, you'll see that there is a quick little video right here. This is going to go over a lot of the same information that we're covering today. So you can definitely check that out if you want, or you can skip over it. You'll see a little note that says KW systems, including your internet command, are now up and running. Here are your username and passwords for all of your technology. We strongly recommend you keep this email for at least 90 days. Generally, I recommend keeping it for your entire KW career so that you have it to refer back to in the event you need it. Moving down, we have the SLM website password. This is the password you're going to use if you are visiting our Scott Leroy website here. You'll see I'm already logged in, but generally when you're accessing this for any reason, it's going to have you log in. That's just to make sure we work with the Market Center you're associated with, but you can go ahead and use that same Market Center number for our website as well as your setup here. Now, next is notes from our onboarding team. Now, this is a super important one to pay attention to. Every once in a while, when we're completing a setup for an agent, there are certain things that we're unable to set up. There may be an issue with command that day or something like that. And we'll put those notes here that we were not able to do something, or if there's something you need to provide us to be able to complete that. Anything like that will be mentioned here in the notes. Our generic response, though, will be please reply to this email with your biography and picture. Now, if you included those in your setup in your questionnaire, you probably won't see that either. But if you didn't, you can always reply to this email with those items, and we can update all of your various profiles. Now, moving down, our next thing over here on the left side is our KW logins. So this is going to be your login for the majority of your KW systems. That's going to include KW Command, your Command app. That's going to be the KW Command app, not the consumer. It's going to allow you into KW Connect, Keller Home Loans, MyKW, anything like that. This is going to be your login. Now, with that, they did recently do a massive reset on all of the KW systems. So if you are having trouble logging in with your setup logins here, you may need to just reset your password. And I can go through the steps of that when we jump into command. Now, next over here is your G Suite. So this is going to be your Google, your KW login for your email, your Google Workspace, all of that. This is going to be the same as a Gmail. You'll log in through the Gmail platform or the Gmail app, whichever you are using. And these logins will let you into that. Now, if you had requested for email forwarding to be set up, you'll see yes or no here. And then there's some additional information on how to update your verification methods, things like that. So some additional support items that you can click on and check out. Now, the next thing we have is our KW Command IDX website. This is going to be your branded consumer website for clients, friends, family, whoever you send that to shop for properties. We'll go ahead and click on this one. So it's going to look very similar to this, but again, it allows people to sign up for an account. You're notified of a new lead when they do that. You're also notified of specific properties they're checking out, and if they're liking them with the little heart, things like that is going to notify you of those interactions. Now, you will not have a login on this physical website. So if you're trying to log in the login button, you will want to create a login. And that goes for your consumer app as well, which is down here a little bit further. You won't have an agent login for those. Those are strictly consumer platforms. We do encourage you to create logins for those so you can see what the client is seeing, and so that you can better instruct them on how to use it, things like that. But you won't have a login unless you create one. Now, the next profile here is your kw.com profile. Now, that is going to allow for anyone to be able to search you on the kw.com website. That's when they click the find an agent and they search for any agent in their area. So that is going to be what that profile right there is for. And if you can let me know which page you're referring to. Are you referring to the setup here? So this is going to be from your Keller Cloud Setup Complete email. So if you have not completed a questionnaire with us, you may not have this kind of email just yet, but once you've completed your questionnaire and we've completed your setup, you should get this in your email. Now, after the kw.com profile is going to be your command email. So this is going to be the email that's used through command to send emails, and also where those emails are replied to. So you'll want to make sure you adjust that. It does not have to be your KW email for this, so you can adjust that within the command settings. Now, again, we talked briefly on this one. This is your consumer app link. It's branded to you, so you're set as the agent when people are searching on that app. They download it from the App Store. And if you're using your link to send it to them, it will guide them on how to download that, as well as keeping you as the agent. Now, you also have your Keller Home Loans link and your Keller Covered links. Those are going to allow you to utilize those services. And then lastly, you may see Twilio listed. In most cases, we are not setting up Twilio accounts. The reason for that being is that is a paid for service. So it does require your card information or payment in order to set that up. However, if you run into any issues setting that up, you can always reach out to our support team and we will do our best to guide you through next steps and how to connect that. Now, moving down, in most offices, they are using a DocuSign account. So you will see DocuSign listed here. That is how you send and receive documents to be completed and to be signed. In some offices, they are also or just using dotloop. So if you see dotloop instead, however, the majority of offices are using DocuSign. So that is our primary one that is included with your KW account. So in most cases, that is what you will see. It will have your login, your password, some information and links on how to use that. And one thing I like to point out is the security question. Your answer will be specific to you, so this will not work for everyone, but this will allow you to reset that password in the event that you ever need to. So make sure you keep this email for that purpose. You'll have your HomeKeeper logins over here on the right-hand side. And then moving down, we have some additional third-party platforms. Now, mine is a little bit outdated, so you will see TidyCal instead of Calendly. We have switched over to that platform. It is very similar. So you get a lot of the same services. It just has a little bit better of a paid-for platform. So we have switched over to TidyCal. In the event that you do not see these set up, we can always go back and set those up. We just need the KW email and password to do. Now, the next one you're going to see is a Blink. This is going to be a digital business card. Now, the reason we set this up is because the one that's provided in the Command app does not have a ton of customization. You can't add a photo or social media links. Things like that can't be customized really. So we always set up the Blink digital business card so that you can customize that a little bit further. So this will allow you to access that to make edits. You can also share it, all of that good stuff. Now, the next one's going to be your Zoom account. That just allows you to jump into those Zoom meetings. These accounts are free accounts, so you can always pay for them additional, but these are going to be the free basic accounts. Now, there's another one we're setting up that's not currently displayed here, and that is going to be a Canva account. So if you're not seeing that, you can always reach out to us. We can go back and set that up for you, but you should have that Canva account here. Again, free account, basic. There's no special KW templates in there. It is just an additional service we're providing to you guys in the event that you would like to use that and it helps you with your business. Now, moving down, we have some helpful resources, so you can check those out. Then we have some next steps. So this will go over how to send us your database. Well, it will tell you to send us your database. This allows us to import them into Command for you so that you can start marketing to people you know, in hopes that you can stir up some business and get started. Announce that you've joined Keller Williams. So if you're a secret agent, nobody knows you're doing real estate. It's a little bit difficult to start getting business from people you know. So this will go over how you can announce that you've joined or moved to Keller Williams. We have some 30-day jump starts and other challenges that you can check out. These, again, are ways to get comfortable with the KW systems, learn how to utilize them at a higher level, and how to leverage them in your business. So great ways to get comfortable and familiar with those in a step-by-step kind of system. Click here for biography tips and tricks. We're happy to help you with updating your profiles. There are a few of them and they don't communicate it with each other. So it is great for you to be able to send those to us so we can update them. We can also help you create a biography if you would like some help with that. Give me 1 second here. So sorry about that. And I will show you guys how you can find where we can help you with creating your own bio. The next one is just going to be our training video. So that's where you can find all of those videos you can also access on our YouTube channel to do additional training and learn different pieces of command and things like that. And then down below, we have some additional support phone numbers and emails in the event that you need to reach out to any of those companies for additional support. Now, again, this is your Keller Cloud Setup Complete email. That is me clicking on that link to access those. If you have not got this, we are going to take a look at what you need to complete in order to have this sent over. So we're going to go ahead and close this out and close this as well. And we're going to jump over to the Scott Leroy website. Now that is going to be scottleroymarketing.com. I will go ahead and drop this in the chat as well. And again, to log into that website, you will just need your Market Center number. It should prompt you when you join to enter a Market Center number or password, and that will let you in. Now, once we're in here, if we go to Agent Resources and Questionnaires, there are quite a few questionnaires available. Now, currently, all of those questionnaires are going to redirect you to the same place. However, how you answer the questions is going to be based on if you're brand new, if you're not, if you're just looking for a refresh, things like that. So we're going to go through the various types of questionnaires to hopefully clear up some of those questions you might get when you're completing that. So a new agent questionnaire would be for a new Keller Williams agent. Now, this does not necessarily mean you are a brand new licensed agent. You could be an agent with another company. It just means that you're new to Keller Williams. Now, the next one is going to be an admin questionnaire. So this would apply to someone that is joining a team. They're going to be administrative support for the team, whether that be marketing, transaction support, anything like that, they would want to do an admin questionnaire. Now, capper, this is going to apply to someone that would be higher production. You've had quite a few transactions under your belt. You're most likely coming from another real estate brokerage. That capper one would be the best one for you. Now, expansion, this would be if you're going to be within more than one Keller Williams office. So let's say that you're licensed in multiple states, and the office you're with doesn't necessarily hold both licenses. You could be licensed in more than one KW office. And that is the one that would apply to you. Now, a hidden setup. Hidden would mean most likely you're coming from another brokerage. You haven't fully transitioned to KW yet, but you want to get your systems set up and going so that you have a smoother transition when you move over. In a lot of cases, you may have a few deals that still need to close, and that may be why you're holding off on the transition. So that would be a great one for you. If you're joining the Market Center as leadership or staff, you can get that one. Returning would be you have left KW and you're returning as an agent again. This doesn't matter how long you've been gone. If it has been 3 months, 2 years, 6 years, you would be a returning agent. That is because the KW system is going to have your personal information still somewhere within the account, so it would recognize you as a returning. Now, next is the team. A team would be you're joining a team, whether that be expansion, and this would be whether you're joining as a buyer's agent, anything like that. It just allows us to set up your profiles to identify you as part of that team. If you want a refresh, let's say you've been with Keller Williams for a year or 2 years or even 4 months, and say we're offering something that we weren't before. For example, Canva, Calendly, those things were offered a couple of years ago. So if you were just wanting to refresh and make sure you were taking full advantage of all of the things that we offer to new agents, you can do a tech refresh. It's just kind of an audit of your systems and what we offer to make sure you're utilizing everything. And then a transfer agent, this would be if you're going from one KW office to another. For example, you moved from state to state and you need to transition your license from one KW to a different. So those are the questionnaires. Again, in order to get that Keller Cloud setup complete, you would want to complete the questionnaire. Again, they all redirect to the same one, but this kind of lets you know, hey, I'm already with KW, I'm transferring. So that just goes over a little bit more in depth with what we were covering on those different types of questionnaires. So this is a recent update. That's why they're still showing all of the various options. Now let's see. I don't see any questions, so we'll keep kind of going through. The next thing I want to show you guys is how to access our training calendar and how to add it to your calendar. So if you come to Agent Resources and you go down to Training, you want to go over to the training calendar. Now, this is just the Scott Leroy training. So this is our daily classes that we have, like you're on right now. This will allow you to view all of our upcoming classes. It will allow you to go to the next month. It also lets you vote. We do every other Friday where you get to choose the class we're teaching. So it will allow you to vote on those topics. If you come down, you can also find printable PDFs of the classes. So this is great if you have a desk and you like to have a printout next to you. That way you can't miss anything. This will allow you to do that. Now they are broken down by day. And next to them, they're going to have the dates of when those classes are being held. If we go back, I'm going to come just to this Add to Google Calendar. So if we were to click that, it's going to redirect us to our Google Calendar, and I'm going to close that. But it's going to redirect us to our Google Calendar and instantly apply these classes to your Google Calendar. That way, if you're on the go and you need to jump on it from your phone, or if you're on a different device than usual, you can jump into your Gmail and access that calendar directly from your Google Calendar. It will show you the same thing you're seeing here. It will have the time, the Zoom, it will have the link, the description, everything like that will be directly in your calendar so you can access and jump on that. The next thing that I like to cover with you guys is some more of the stuff on our agent resources. So if you're looking for support with our KW agent websites, you can click on that. It's going to provide you with some different trainings, resources, articles, things like that to help you with editing and making changes to your KW website. If you're wanting to just quickly jump on our Scott Leroy training, you can click live webinar. That will bring you onto the Zoom you're on now. Again, we went over training. This is another place where you can find those challenges, cheat sheets that help you through different parts of Command. If you're looking for marketing tips or Tech 101, you can access all of that here. The next one is recorded training classes. So this will break down into playlists all of our trainings. So if you're looking for something very specific, you can come here and it will narrow it down a little bit easier for you. You can also come to the YouTube and look at those playlists, and it will allow you to find anything you're looking for. So if you're trying to find more information on the Command Mobile app, you can look for that playlist, click View Full Playlist, and it's going to give you all of those classes. Now make sure when you're checking this out, you are looking for the most recent videos. It looks like we need to update this playlist because some of these are a little bit outdated. You probably would not want to watch a video from a year ago. Usually 12 months and under is what I recommend, just because Command, the Command app, the consumer app, they're all changing all of the time. So it's easy to make sure, or it's better to make sure that you are watching recent content, okay? That's the main reason I like the videos tab. It's going to show you the most recent first. So you're going to find all of those new videos versus finding one that's a year or two old. Back to our training now. The next one we want to cover is the agent support. This is one of my favorite sections of our website because this allows us to help you far beyond just your onboarding. So this allows us to provide you additional services after you've joined and had your questionnaire. And if we scroll down, you can see some of the ways we can help. So for example, we were talking about a bio. If we come in here and we click on this create, and I'm just going to open it in a new tab so I don't have to go back. But if we click on that, it's going to bring us to a quick little form that we fill out. So your name, your email, your login information. But then we can help you with your bio. So this is either you have your own and you just want it updated, or if you want some help with writing it. So you can click, please write my bio for me. And from there, you can provide us with a few things you'd like to highlight in your bio so that we can include those. So this is a great way for us to, like I said, create that for you if you're struggling with getting started. We're not going to add it to your profiles until it's been reviewed by you, but we'll go ahead and create that and send that over to you. So that is a great new one that we offer. Some other things we can help you with, though, we do a monthly newsletter, smart plan that we can add to your command, send out to your contacts. When you're clicking that, and I should have opened a new tab, but that's okay. When you're clicking that, you even have the option to say, hey, I want you to send this automatically to all of my contacts. So right here, you can say, I only want this sent to certain people. So maybe it's just your sphere of influence you'd like to send it to, or people you've directly worked with. Or you can say, I just want you to add the smart plan to my command and I will take a look at sending it so I can make sure I send it to whoever I want. So again, just other ways we can help you beyond onboarding. Other things that I like to mention are open house sign-in sheets, which you'll see down here, QR creation. If you're wanting a QR for your open house so people can sign in and access your website so that you're notified of them. Those are great things. If you're just needing some help with updating some of your profiles, if you left a team or are joining a team, if you have new phone numbers, emails, things like that, we can help with all of those adjustments. Again, there's more than one profile and they don't currently communicate with each other. So we're just happy to help you guys update those in all of the various locations. Website support. I was talking about the website where you can go in and learn how to do things, but there are also a few things we can help you with. Adding additional pages to your website, adding testimonials, things like that. What's my home worth, featured listings, all of that. We're happy to go in and make those adjustments and changes for you. You just come over here, fill out the form, and we will get started on that request for you. So definitely come here and check these out and see if there's anything that you would like to utilize. This one is those third-party platforms. If you did join and we weren't setting one of those up, you can come here and request those. You can also request all of them to be set up. I believe they've changed the form when you click on it. It will ask you, no matter which one, if you're looking to have all of them set up or just one. So instead of filling one out for each, you can just fill out one and select you want all of them. Compliance, if you're in an office that has specific compliance, we can help with making sure that's up to date. And then, of course, if you're leadership. It would send emails through your command platform. So anytime you are sending an email from command, it's going to come from an email that says agent, a bunch of numbers at mailer.kw.com. That email cannot be changed when you're sending them. However, the reply to email can be changed. So anybody that replies to those would come to your KW email, your personal Gmail, whatever you would like. MailChimp can be sent through command as well. You just need to set that up in your command settings, but it will still send it through command. not directly through your email platform. Let's see. You're welcome. The next thing I want to take a look at with you guys is our templates. So first I want to take a look at our free templates. So this is where you can find free templates that you can create and utilize. We have listing social posts, we have flyers. These are not just open house, just listed, they're all of them. So you can find just listed, open house, coming soon, under contract, just sold. All of these, you can come in and find those templates. You'll see that there's a bunch of them. And if you click the little button below it, it will bring you directly into Canva as long as you're signed in, and you can access all of those. So it's going to show you all of the templates, and you can keep them, start editing them, using them, whatever you'd like to do. I'm going to go all the way back. I like to take a quick look at and I went too far back. I like to take a quick look at the email signatures. In the event that you want to create a custom email signature, you can check those out in the free templates. Again, it's going to have a ton of different options. You can click use. It's going to still allow you to access all of those. So if you liked the third one, you can come down and find it. If you liked the sixth one, you can come find it. You can then start editing your information. And once you have everything edited and you're ready to use it in your email, you're going to just hit down or share and download. We're going to leave this as a JPEG. I'm going to do that. I want just page 6 because that's the one we're on. So I'm going to do current and I'm going to download that. And really quick, I'm just going to show you how you can update that within your KW email. So I'm going to go to IMGUR. We do recommend hosting your email signature on here. The reason for that being is that every once in a while we see the email signature disappear when it hasn't been hosted. You don't need an account on IMGUR to create this, so you'll just hit new post. I'm going to go ahead and drag my email signature over, and unfortunately I'm going to pop up. There it is. I'm then going to right click on this and do open in new tab. And we're going to right click and copy the image address. Now from there, I'm going to go into my email. Let's say this is my KW email, and I'm going to go into my settings. Now from there, I'm going to do see all settings, and we're going to scroll down until we see signature. And you should probably have one that says no signature, or if you've already created one, it will show up that way. I'm just going to do 1031 for today. And so this will be what it looks like if you already have one. It will have the photo right here. So I'm going to click that and I'm going to do insert image. Now, since I've already copied my image address here, I'm just going to come into my email and I'm going to go to web address and I'm going to paste that. And as you can see, it instantly pulls up that email signature. I'm going to hit select. And now my email signature is there. Now there is one final step, and that is going to be to turn it on. So set your defaults. Do you want your email signature to show up just for new emails? Or do you want it to show up for new and when you're replying and forwarding? Once you have those turned on, you want to come to the bottom and you want to hit save. And then once you do that, you hit compose, you can make sure it is working and you are all set. I'm going to go back to the Scott Leroy free templates. Again, there are other templates here. You have postcards, flyers, whatever you might be looking for, you can come here and check those out. These email signatures are not clickable. We do offer clickable ones. Unfortunately, that is a paid for service because there is a little bit more detail that goes into those. But you can email us if that is something you are interested in. These, however, are flat images. If you are looking to add a link, you can certainly add it below or make the entire email signature a link. If you're looking to add links below, though, you would just do the link. Let's just copy this, for example. We'll just put YouTube, and then I'm going to put the web address, and that will allow a link to be below that. So up to you, but the image itself is not clickable. Moving to our next one. So our next thing I want to cover is our agent concierge. Now this can be accessed through the agent concierge under templates. It can also be accessed just by clicking real estate marketing and agent concierge. Now this is a new service that we offer, so this is great to check out. This allows us to create marketing for you to utilize. So if you are looking for social media posts, flyers, postcards, we can create those for you as well as you utilizing the templates. So if we hit start, we're going to give it just a second because it's taken a minute. I can see that it's loading, but it's just not going. Let's close a few of these. And we're going to try one more time. There we go. So if we hit start, it's going to ask us, is this your first time requesting marketing, or if you've already done it? I'm going to go ahead and do yes, this is my first time. It's going to ask for my market center number. Am I doing this for myself or someone else? So am I on a team and requesting this for my rainmaker or buyer's agent? Am I the listing agent and I'm requesting this for someone that is holding an open house for me? You can pick those. I'm going to do for myself. It's going to ask to put your name. Are you wanting to see our most popular designs that people are using, or do you want to see everything that's available? I'm going to go ahead and do all. What type of marketing are you looking for? Social media posts, flyers, postcards, all of the above. We can do whichever one or all. Once we do that, it's going to bring us into the designs for either that specific type of design or all of them. So we're going to see social posts. I can pick whichever one I like. So I just look through them and I'm going to say I like this one. We'll go next. It's going to show us all of the available flyers, all of the available postcards. And then it's going to say, what's your property address that you're using this for? I'm going to say 123 Main Street. Zip code we're going to do next. It's not going to let me. Do next. What is the status of this property that you're advertising? Is it for sale, just listed? So even though the graphics before said specific things, you can still adjust what is going on with your specific property. An open house. What's the date and the time? So based on what you choose, it may ask different information. So as you can see, if we change that, it's giving us different info. So date and time. It's then going to ask for that email or phone number. If you have a headshot you'd like to include, if you have a personal logo you would like to add. Once it's all done, you can review and submit. I'm missing information, so it's not going to let me do that. But then within 1 to 2 business days, we'll send over your marketing items to you via email. You can review them, make sure everything is good to go, and you can start using those. You can add them to command to create social posts. You can upload them straight to social media. You can add them to smart plans or email campaigns, postcards for direct mailers, all of that. So you can utilize these however you'd like. That is our agent concierge. The last thing I want to do with you guys before class ends, we've got 20 minutes, but we should be done a little bit early. The last thing I want to do is jump into command with you guys. So I'm going to go to agent.kw.com for that. Now I'm already logged in. It may be prompting you to log in if you're not. If you need help with resetting your password when you're on the login screen, it should allow you to click forgot password and it will send a recovery code to your email. If you're having trouble getting that recovery code, you can email our support email. We can take a look, and we can also reach out to your market center if we're needing help with resetting that for you. But once we are on here, there's a couple things I like to just take a quick look at. We're not going to go through a ton on the command account because we have a class that goes over everything. But I do want to take a look at a couple of profiles. So first I want to know if you don't have a team, you won't see the secondary profile. You'll just see this here. The first profile is your referrals profile. Now, this one is your profile that allows other KW associates to find you and connect with you to send and receive referrals back and forth, so that you can get paid 25% commission for those, or pick up a buyer or seller. The next one is going to be the My Profile. Now, the My Profile is where you're going to find your personal information. Most of this profile is 100% internal. It does just tell you whether you want to be seen on the kw.com website or not. So if you do not want to be visible on there, you can turn that off. But again, your personal information will not be on there. It just gives the kw.com permission to show you're an agent. But this is where you'll have all of your about me. One thing we like to know is your real estate license number. If for any reason you're seeing that this is not listed or something is incorrect, this you will want to reach out to your Market Center staff. This is an item they will need to update within Command MC for you. Sometimes it's just the expiration is wrong, the license number is wrong, or it's just not listed. If you don't have a license and you're not listed as an agent, you will not have a branded consumer app. So if you're having trouble finding yourself on there, definitely this is going to be where you want to double check to make sure you are active as an agent. Again, have other contact information. The MyKW is currently down. They're working on some updates within Command, actually a lot of updates within Command. So we are seeing quite a few things, but that is okay. Your My Profile is where you can update your KW username and password, your recovery email, personal information, your beneficiary for your profit share, your banking for your profit share. Sponsors cannot be changed, but you can view your sponsor. Also, if you are in more than one KW office, you'll have the ability to choose which one is your primary. So just know that all of that is here within the My Profile. One other thing that you will want to reach out to your Market Center for if you're not seeing MLS at all listed here above your Market Centers. Your MLS ID will need to be included. That allows us to make sure you are linked to your listings when they're being pulled into Command. It allows you to easily advertise and promote them, things like that. So you will want to make sure you have a MLS ID. Again, Market Center staff needs to update that within Command MC. So if you're not seeing that or not seeing it correct, you definitely want to reach out there. Let's see. Oh, really quick, before we move on, the last thing I want to show you guys is the marketing profile. So if we come back to the home screen and we click on our name and go to settings, we want to quickly take a look at the marketing profile. Now, this is the profile that's going to feed all of the information over to your website, to your branded consumer app, to some of your marketing in Command. So this one you are going to definitely want to make sure it is updated. You're going to want to make sure it's turned on and everything here is good to go. So there are some required fields. There are also some that are not. But you just want to make sure you fill out as much as you can in here. Once you're all done, you'll see that there is a save button at the bottom. You're going to want to make sure you hit that so all of those changes are updated on your different platforms. And any of this, if you need help with Google Analytics, adding links, footers, things like that, any of that, you can reach out to us and we can see how we can help. That is our class for today, you guys. So I'm going to stop record and let us have some time for questions. If you need to refer back to this video later on, again, you can find that on our YouTube channel. You can also reach out to our support email at support@scotlandredmarketing.com, and we can help you with whatever you've going on. Let me go ahead and stop recording.